Hey guys, good morning and welcome to our math lesson for Wednesday. We are going to be continuing talking about money, but today we're moving on to dollars. So we're going to be talking about the types of dollars and then how to write dollars and coins together. So before we get started, if you'll take a moment and get a piece of paper and a pencil or a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker, you can press pause on this video and go grab your materials, and then when you come back, press play. All right, welcome back. I'm glad you got your materials and you're ready to go. So we're going to start with a presentation. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so we're going to be talking about dollars first. The essential question for today, or what we're focusing on, is how many different ways you can make dollars, and then also how can you combine dollars and cents to make a total value of money. So here are some words to know, and I want you to take a moment and read these words off of your screen to yourself. All right, so these are two symbols that we use every day when we're talking about money, and I want to use those symbols on my whiteboard, and we're going to compare those symbols. How are they alike and how are they different? So let's say that I have $5. To write $5, I could write it like that. Okay, let's say that I just have 5 cents. To write 5 cents, I would write it like that. For the $5, I'm using the dollar sign, and for the 5 cents, I'm using the cent sign. What's the difference though? What do you notice that's different about these two ways that I wrote the amount? I agree with you. The one thing that I notice that's the main difference is that the dollar sign comes before the actual money amount, and then the cent sign comes after. This is always going to be true. So please make sure that when you're writing dollars, the dollar sign goes before. When you're writing cents, the cent sign goes after. That's very important to notice. Now, when we're writing dollars and cents together, we don't need to include the cent sign. We just need to include the dollar sign, our dollar amount, and then we include this little dot. Now, as you see on your screen, this little dot is called a decimal point. And the decimal point is what separates the dollars from the cents. Okay, so let's say we have $1.52. We would write it like this. I have $1, and then everything to the right of the decimal is my cents, or 52 cents. So, looking at our example that you have on the screen, the dollar amount comes before the decimal. The cents amount comes after the decimal every single time. So this is a dollar bill, and it's worth 100 cents, as you guys know. And the 100 cents, it's as if you had 100 pennies in front of you. That is the exact same as one of these dollar bills. Here's a $5 bill. On my board, I'm going to write $5. And I want you to take a look at the way that I wrote this. Okay, we've got our dollar sign here. We've got our 5, which is the amount of dollars, separated by the decimal point and then the amount of cents. If it's $5 even, we don't have any cents, we just have the $5. So that's why we have the 0, 0 here. Now I want you to think in your head, how many cents is $5 equal to? If we know that $1 is equal to 100 cents, how many cents would $5 be equal to? The answer is 500 cents. And I'm going to write that underneath so we can compare. These two values are equal. This one is just shown in dollars and this one is shown in cents, but both of them are equal. All right, let's move on to the $10 bill. Okay, so moving on to the $10 bill, we know that writing $10, we're going to use that same pattern where we put the dollar sign, the amount of dollars we have, our decimal point, and then the amount of cents. But this is a challenge. How many total cents are in $10? This one stumped the class earlier. The answer is 1,000 cents. 1,000 cents. Imagine that you have 1,000 pennies in front of you. That is equal to one $10 bill. Pretty crazy. All right, the last one we're going to talk about today is the $20 bill. This is probably the most common one. I feel like I always have $20 bills on me, but never anything else. I'm not sure why that is. But $20 bills, they are equal to $20. Okay, and looking at the value of this, how many cents is equal to $20? The answer is 2,000 cents. So both of these are equal to each other. All right, so when we count the amounts and put them together, adding in the dollars and the cents together, we do it in a certain way. We always begin counting with the bills first and then the coins second. So we find the dollar amount first and then the coin amount second. So you organize your dollar bills and your coins from the greatest to the least, and then you put it all together. So we're going to practice that. So on your screen, Karen has some bills and coins. How much money does Karen have? Remember to count the bills first and then the coins. So guys, I'm going to do this one with you and guide you along, and then we're going to do a practice one on your own, and then I'll let you go work on your Seesaw assignment and practice some more. So for this assignment, for this problem, we have $20 plus $10, and then I have two ones. To make it easier on myself, I'm going to group those together and write 2. So we're starting with our dollars. In my head, I know, using my skip counting, 20 plus the 10 is equal to 30. And then I can add 2 more in my head to get 32 as our dollar amount for this problem. Okay, now let's look at the cents. So I'm going to write 32 at the top because I know that that's a value that I've already come up with. And I'm even going to put my decimal point here because that decimal point separates from the cents that we're going to find next. So now for the cents, I notice that I have 1 quarter and I have 2 pennies, and I'm going to group those 2 pennies together. So we're going to do 25 cents plus 2 cents. Very good. That is equal to 27 cents. So our total is $32.27. Make sure that decimal is there. This is also equal to 3,227 cents. That's a lot of cents. All right, I'm going to have you practice this first one on your own. So take a moment and you are going to solve for the total value of that first problem on the screen. I see a $5 bill, 3 $1 bills, and then a quarter, 2 dimes, and a penny. So please go ahead and add up all of this money and find the total value. If you need more time, you can press pause, and then when you're ready, press play. All right, so looking at this problem, we have $5 plus $3. Well, that's something that I can do in my head. That's just regular old counting. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I have $8 here. So I'm going to go ahead and write that first. And then I'm going to put my decimal to separate my dollars from my cents. Now at the bottom, I know that I have 25 cents, and I'm going to use skip counting to continue adding my dimes. So 25, 35, 45. So far I have 45 cents with my quarter and my dimes. And then I'm going to add my other penny, and that equals 46 cents. You should be able to do most of these in your head, guys, using skip counting and regular counting skills. So your total, $8.46. All right, we're going to stop right there, and I'm going to show you your Seesaw assignment for the day. In Seesaw, you have an assignment that looks like this. It's called Math 422, Counting Dollars and Cents. It is exactly what we just did together, but you're just getting a couple extra practice problems. So take your time. Please make sure to count those coins correctly. Make sure you're identifying the coins correctly, and do your best work. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to email me, If not, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, and also happy Earth Day. See you guys.